So this is video number 2. I'm still smoking Marlboro if you want to join me. So, today I want to talk about something interesting that I didn't have time to talk about yesterday. So yesterday I mentioned loosh and all those things, but today I want to talk about synchronicities. So what is a synchronicity? Synchronicities are when you find yourselves in those moments when you think this was gonna happen and so it did. When you are self-fulfilling your own prophecy. In a lot of ways we experience synchronicities all the time. In fact, every moment is a synchronicity if you think about it. You expect the computer to turn on and it does. When it doesn't, you feel like something's wrong. So, what do you do when you experience something that's wrong? You fix it. Whether it be your computer or your car when it doesn't start, whether it be relationships when they don't work out how you expect them to. So synchronicities are a daily trivial thing in a lot of ways. But if you think about it, starting a computer is also in a lot of ways very magical and very intense. Here, if you think about it, with computers and what it takes to start them up, you have the hard drive, you have the BIOS, you have the RAM, you have the video card, you have all these different drivers that have to load, you have all these different software, all these different operating systems. You have to think about the processing the CPU and how difficult it was to make the ones that we have now. Like, it's magical. They get on an infinitely small point stacks of processors, and this is what makes your computer faster, is that they've basically made a way to create smaller and smaller and smaller, more compact room for your computer to think in. Like, I know I'm doing a bad job explaining this, but your computer is like an infinite space, if you will. Like, can you imagine how your computer finds things? Can you imagine? If you've seen the movie Her, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's basically this infinite possibility generator, and we turn it on every day as if it's nothing, and include the internet. You can do anything with the computer. But again, that's not what I'm talking about. I just think that's important to know, that that's a synchronicity that happens every day, and that's what you are. A synchronicity is only an extension and reaction of your effect and cause. Your birth is the original synchronicity. Your birth is the original one your parents created for you. You are the original synchronicity. And it's important for you to recognize this, because the sooner you do, the sooner you're able to grow and create better and more unique and more challenging and more interesting and more experiential synchronicities. Let me give you an example. If you ever lucid dream, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. But it's called projected thinking, or instant manifestation. It's whatever you think happens. So it's a lot like real life. But for instance, I can't think right now for my bed to be instantly made. That's just not going to happen. I can think it, but it won't instantly be made because I have to go do it, which is the physical world, the third world, the third dimension. We're trapped with these material goods in time. We're actually in the third and fourth dimension simultaneously. When you get into the fifth dimension, dream world, heaven, or hell, if you want to call it that, whatever you think happens. And it's important to know this, because if you have a nightmare, you're the one causing it. Yes, it's you. Who else could cause nightmares but your own mind? I know a lot of people think demons cause nightmares, and it's true. Now, you're not going to really understand how this works unless you're an imaginative person. So we're talking about synchronicities. What if you constantly believe in demons? What do you think you're going to synchronize when you sleep? What do you think is going to manifest while you sleep? What do you think is going to be in your head while you're walking and you don't even realize that they exist within you? And these exist within everyone because it's in the unconscious. So in the human imagination sphere, which I call just your mind, just your brain pretty much, which is just like a computer, it's an infinite portal that can generate everything that you wake up every day and turn on without you even realizing. You can turn it off too when you go sleep or meditate. Or you take drugs or something that help you turn it off. But, truthfully, think about it. If you're constantly thinking about something, you're going to manifest it within yourself and it's going to become real. In your dreams, in reality, if you constantly think, I'm going to get this job, 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 and you don't get it, but you continually think that I'm going to get this job, I'm going to get this job, you're going to get the job. Because persistence is a useful tool. Now, people are always going to say, well, some things are just not possible. And I have to disagree with those people. Anything's possible. Almost anything. Actually, I think everything might be possible. But, is it probable? It's a question we have to ask ourselves. How low of a chance are we going to have of synchronized? I think about a computer, once again, I'm going to talk about even yourself, the ultimate synchronicity. What are the chances of you exist? They've done studies, and they've come up to like a number, and it's like 10 to the negative 18th% of chance of you existing based on all of the sperm cells and all of the people and all the times of all the worlds. You have no chance of existing. Here you are, the ultimate synchronicity, so anything is possible. You exist. You are the ultimate testament to infinity. So as I'm saying, these things, my point is to guide you to higher and higher synchronicities, because when you get to higher and higher synchronicities, your life will flourish. Some common synchronicities that are impossible to happen but happen all the time on a daily basis is having children. The statistical probability of having a children in the infinite cosmos that is the universe is infinitely low if you think about it. There's no life on almost any other planet, like in our solar system, in our galaxy, possibly. We have no clue, but we would have met them. Or perhaps they're so unintelligent that they're just bacteria floating in space. And then again, we have to ask ourselves, what are the possible chances of those things existing from chemical and molecular and atomic bond? It's very small. And I know I kind of sound pseudo-intellectual when I say these things, because I'm not, I don't have a degree in physics, which I wish I'm going to get, because it's important to know this stuff physically. But think about Elon Musk, for an example. Elon Musk is an engineer, and I think he has a degree in physics as well. I can't remember, from like Berkeley and Stanford or something, very well, these prestigious schools. And everyone for a long time said electric cars will never exist because the battery lives are just too small, or they're just not feasible in an attractive way, so no one will buy them. But here we go, someone who believes the impossible, who knows physics, and knows that there is a very small chance of this happening, but with probability, and which basically means large number generators, which basically means hard work and persistence and dedication. In this life, it's just all about visualizing and manifesting it with your thought. Now, my final point, so as I figure this cigarette and conclude what I was trying to say about Elon Musk. We have this man manifesting these impossible things in our daily reality. They're impossible, really, if you think about it. Like, not impossible, sorry, I'm not trying to say that. They're improbable. They're very improbable, but they happen because he wanted them to happen, because he believed and he manifested it. And that's a lot of what every religion is trying to say again. Only by your faith shall you get what you want. If you had faith the size of a mustard seed, you could move mountains. Now, this goes two ways, and this is the important thing I want to clarify about heaven and hell and what this all means. You can believe the wrong things and end up in the wrong places because you manifested them to yourself. Have you ever had a lucid dream or a nightmare where you constantly think the monster is getting bigger, or you're constantly thinking you're getting weaker and smaller and slower, and you're going to get caught, you're going to get caught, you're going to get caught, and boom, you wake up, because you can't go that low in your dream world, because it's just, you don't have the ability to think that far yet. And your body protects you, it ejects you from any danger because it's a dream, you're not supposed to get hurt. And it's even in real life, we eject ourselves from situations where we don't want to get hurt. And my final point, I know I went on a tangent, and I know I didn't really get anywhere, but I got my points off a little bit. Synchronizing is very crucial. It's very key. It's how you succeed in life, like on secular plane, on any other, any non-mystical viewpoint. They will tell you persistence, dedication, and willpower is what gets you there, and that's just the same way of saying thinking, manifesting, believing. And so what I'm saying is that if you do this correctly, and if you believe correctly, and if you are fully committed to your thoughts, you can do anything. And a lot of that has to do with ascension and believing that anything is possible and you too can ascend. And in your dreams, you'll get closer and closer, and you'll feel yourself flying out of your dreams into mystical wonderlands that you could never have imagined. And here you are imagining them because you open up the gate of infinity, and the possibilities within your dreams will grow and grow, and you'll see it reflect inside your normal manifest in life, because dreams are just segues to who we are on the inside. And once you grow on the inside, you'll grow on the outside. And so I just want to leave you guys with love, peace, and hope you guys synchronize well into the future. Thank you, and God bless.